Hi, this is Josh Marshall from TPM Media. It's Friday, February 29th, 2008, and this is episode 6, a special leap year edition of our weekend clip extravaganza. You know, probable Republican nominee John McCain, he's been out there campaigning for like a year and a half, nonstop, every day. It looked like down in Texas yesterday, a little may have caught up with him. Take a look.
And I want to assure you that I have, in this primary and in my past election campaigns and in this one, I will conduct a respectful debate. Now, it'll be dispirited. It'll be spirited because there are stark differences. I'm a proud conservative, liberal, conservative Republican. Hello, easy there. Let me say this. I am a proud conservative Republican, and both of my possible or likely opponents today are liberal Democrats.
You know, the truth is, it's not easy being an old white guy out on the campaign trail. You know, just a few days before that, McCain had another problem. You may remember he had this talk radio goon named Bill Cunningham go out there in Ohio for him, kind of rally up the crowd. And he's saying all this Barack Hussein Obama stuff and calling Obama a hack. So later, McCain came out and just with a lot of, you know, straight talk, just repudiated this guy, said, you know, I can't accept that, that's not going to happen. Well, later, Bill Cunningham, after saying how a Barack Obama presidency would be the worst thing probably since the history of the world, or at least since the Middle Ages or something like that, he's back on TV giving McCain crap like this. Check it out.
If this year McCain loses and Obama gets it, he's going to make Jimmy Carter look like a great president. So in 4 years, a Ronald Reagan will arise from the heartland and take back America. On the other hand, if McCain wins, we're going to have a ruined Republican Conservative Party for the next 20 years. So I'd rather have short-term pain for long-term gain, and that means McCain must go down, the country will go right downhill, and after that, Ronald Reagan will come out of the heartland and save America like the Gipper did in 1980.
You know, I got to say, I love screechy little guys like Bill Cunningham, but by the end of the week, it was getting a bit too much for some people. Last night, you had Tucker Carlson, Pat Buchanan saying enough of the prejudice against white men. We're not going to take it anymore. Just take a look what they had to say.
This is from the Georgetown Voice. Dean contrasted the two parties' presidential candidates. He said that with a woman and an African-American as the two frontrunners, the Democratic field, quote, looks like America, while the all-white male Republican field looks like the 1950s and talks like the 1850s. I must say, I'm not going to sit by a single more time and listen to someone slag on, quote, white men.
You know, I am offended.
Television hosts do that.
I'm offended by this. Look, what did white males do? Okay, they were the only guys signing the Constitution, the Declaration of Independence, all the dead at Gettysburg, all the dead at Normandy. Why is it, Bill, okay to mock, backhand white? No wonder you're losing white males.
Let me just say this. I think, and I'm not just, you know, people say, oh, you're a white man, that's why you're defending white men. Actually, I'm being sincere. I'm defending this purely on principle. I don't think that you ought to cavalierly attack people based on their race or gender. And consider if that was any other group.
The thing is, though, not everybody was taking this approach. Some guys are thinking, you know, I want to get in touch with the third world, other peoples, their grievances and so forth. And you look at Tim Russert. You may remember from the Democratic debate this week, he was sort of like trying to slap everybody around, getting in everybody's face, yelling at the candidates. Here, though, is a key moment where he decides to channel an Iraqi nationalist. Take a look.
If the Iraqi government said, President Clinton or President Obama, you're pulling out your troops this quickly, you're going to be gone in a year, but you're going to leave a residual force behind? No. Get out. Get out now. If you don't want to stay and protect us, we're a sovereign nation. Go home now. Will you leave?
You could feel the rage there, the determination, the just like, you know, get out of my country. But here, there's even a point where there's like a vein popping out or something like that. But there's a key moment for the classic TPM slow-mo. So let's take a peek here for the key moment.
But you're going to leave a residual force behind? No.
Yes, right there.
Get out. Get out now. We're a sovereign nation. Go home now.
Beautiful. Okay, we're going to take a quick break, and when we come back, we're going to show you the biggest train wreck of the week. We're just saying a lot.
At the tone, leave a message. We'll get back to you. Hey, Rastifier. I think Bill would have to be an important part of her presidency because he's so well liked, and he also has executive leadership experience that she doesn't have as a U.S. Senator. But I hope this turns out to be a hypothetical question.
Okay, we're back. You know, we're big fans here of Representative Jack Kingston of Georgia, one of the biggest buffoons up on Capitol Hill. You know, he's been going around different TV shows ragging on Barack Obama for not wearing one of those flag lapel pins on his jacket when he's out campaigning and stuff like that. But here, there's some planning issues when he went on Dan Abrams' show just a couple nights ago. Take a look.
I think that there's just questions that the American people want to know about. I mean, you know, when you listen to why he doesn't wear an American flag button, it's a very convoluted answer. And, you know, American flag buttons, I've been in politics, you've been around politicians a long time, Dan. Everybody wears them, from a mayor to a county commissioner to members of Congress to the president. And it's curious that suddenly there's a guy that doesn't want to do it. And if you put that with the wife's comment the first time in her adult life, she's proud of America, you're running to be the #1 cheerleader in the country. So I think these questions aren't off limits.
Congressman, first let me ask you, you're not wearing a lapel pin, are you?
I will wear one, and I have worn one. I'm not making a statement about it.
But do you see my point?
And Dan, I'll bring one to you next show.
I mean, I had no idea you were going to show up without a lapel pin, but it seems kind of absurd that you're saying that Barack Obama's patriotism should be questioned because he's not wearing a lapel pin, and then you come on the show not wearing one.
Well, Dan, I don't follow that at all.
We love Jack Kingston. I'm Josh Marshall from TPM Media, and we'll talk to you next week.